Chris is still in bed.
Chris has turned into a stone wall.
I don't know how to get it off of here.
Can you just put yourself back into the picture?
Oh boy.
I don't know how to do that.
What, are you looking at the phone now?
Yes.
What do you see?
Go back to that settings button.
That's the problem. I don't have that no more.
Oh boy, Chris,
There you go.
Whatever you did, you just had the camera switched the other way.
Your coffee table.
As you can see, everybody, we're still learning this, and we're playing with some stuff here. And Chris, we're not sure what happened. We thought his phone was in a bag of potato chips a while ago, but now I don't know what that is. Come back to us, Chris.
I'm pushing every button I got.
That's scary.
Oh boy.
Well, you could always. I was going to say you could try to get back in. But I don't know. Should we just carry on? Because no, we got to get Chris back.
He said, "Yeah, keep going." Yeah, we got quite a bit to talk about.
Oh boy.
Big Twin Taz is having technical difficulties.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you tell if we're live on all of our platforms, or what do we got going? Or
I would have to ask my assistant to check the platforms.
Assistant. Check
Liberty Bell page and my page to see if it's going live on whose page? Go to
all of mine are up and running.
Okay.
Chris, what are you doing?
I do not know.
Should we have Chris completely X out and then just reopen the link again, maybe? Oh, apparently he hit that button. Oh, now he's back. Now leave it there and just switch your camera.
Yeah.
Around. God bless America.
God bless Chris.
Yeah.
How do you think he's going to get along with this fuel injected car?
This is, good question. Barry Kemp has said, you're good on Facebook, as in who? Can you check all our pages for us, Barry?
I'm going to leave and I'm coming back. See if it's bright.
Okay.
All right.
So, technical difficulties. We're playing around with some background imagery and stuff. Mike's is a little better. He's on a laptop. I'm using my phone, so mine looks a little stretched and backwards, but whatever.
Chris is using an old rotary phone.
We think Chris has got his razor with predictive text. So,
Chris, what are you doing?
Chris, you're still got it flipped around.
No, can you see me now?
No.
Oh, God, you look great. No, we can't, but we can see a flag and what is that? A crow's foot? What is that?
Some trophy he won at a fishing contest, and he put drag racing on the bottom.
What's that beeping? You getting text messages?
My phone. Everybody wants to text when it's time to.
I'll tell them they got to get on here and do it. We ain't playing texting on the phone.
Got to get on the live feed, Wyatt. Got to get on the live feed.
We lost Chris again. Now
there he is.
Well, see if can you flip him around?
No.
Oh Lord.
I can't do that.
So
that old chicken hawk sitting on top of a flag.
Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna make it through the fuel injection. I don't even know if sending him to all three classes would even help, if not possibly hurt. So
oh, we've got something going on there. Look, he's got her flipped around.
I haven't seen it.
All right, Chris, now just turn the camera around.
There's nowhere to do that.
Yes, there is. In the
Oh,
picture
no,
of you, there's a van. Tell him how. You do it on your phone.
Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Oh boy.
All right, Chris, go to the little little gear looking thing. Did you get that?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, go to where it says video input.
I need some Tylenol.
So you're going to hit the gear, you're going to hit video, and then it's going to show you video input. You want it on the front camera.
Hey, there it is. We got him back.
God, something's happened to his head.
Is that am I moving? Is that a picture?
You've taken a picture of yourself. You've taken a
I
picture.
did not take a picture.
We can hear you. Sounds great. We're
Okay.
6 minutes in.
We'll just get on with the show, and you try to figure it out, Chris. Just listen if you can hear.
Yeah, chime in when you feel like it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're hearing spirit. I can't deal with this.
He's got his glasses on or all. Like, oh.
Holy smokes, I'm telling you.
Somehow he's flipped it around.
I hope everybody finds this as funny as I do.
Right. For a Sunday night.
What do we do this weekend?
Well, what did we do? So, got another buddy who's been around the group for a while. Got several cars. Doesn't get out much. But decided he wanted to take his car to the drag strip. So Friday night, we headed down to the Skelton Raceway in Sykeston, Missouri, and we're going to do some testing. So it's a Nova, very nice piece, loud build engine. I don't know the specs on it, or if I do, I'm not going to say.
325 cubic inches.
Yeah, LS powered, of course. Come on. What else? Power Glide, 69 Nova. Small tire, but he's got 315 set of
1985 model 315.
Yeah, very old set of tires. So like I said, he's been out of the loop for a while. Does drive this car a lot, so it's got all the amenities. Street car. He's actually got Lexan windows that pop out with Zeus fasteners. Pretty cool little setup. But got all the gauges, water pump, all old school gauges, Holly gauges. It's got everything. So anyway, we made a couple licks with it.
Chris is back. You're there, Chris. Quit touching buttons.
Good job.
All right.
I'm not doing that again.
You about to give me a coronary.
Right. So he's a little bit couple versions of the Holly behind from several different hands that's touched this and really haven't had the time. So had to go in with some of the older software, which was still pretty much the same, but a lot of the data logging features, things I had to add and set up, but kind of just set him up on something pretty basic, just an A to B pass to get him used to the car again. So we made some progress. Tires did great. Believe it or not, they come off, they were 2016 315 drag radials, and believe it or not, they actually stuck and work. Now, Billy did spend a lot of money on the wheelie bars on this car. I know we're all used to not seeing wheelie bars, but he really likes the look. He spent a ton of money on them, so they're on the car. Mike, you got time to put up a video?
Here it is.
That was it.
That was it.
I believe
big
that.
tire car.
It is.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, but it's more street than mine. He could drive it anywhere. He actually could have drove it down there if he wanted to. Runs on the E85 pump gas, so I didn't get super. Actually, took some timing out of it because it was like, I don't know, maybe E70, maybe, and I don't think he got down and got some fuel from Greg before he went. So he was just running off what come out of the Rhodes gas station pump. So, but I believe that there was his better pass. I'm not going to divulge any times, but minimal boost. We did have some issues there. Again, it's been setting. Think we got some dome pressure sensor problems. That's it's running away with itself, as you can hear the surging in the video. It wasn't him letting in and out of it. So few little updates. I'm going to put him back on the V400. I'm going to Mike had this problem some time ago on the Trap Queen where we were having, or he was having some boost runaway issues, and we found out that the boost dome pressure sensor mounted on the wastegate was solid. Not the solid, ever how you want to say it, is really prematurely ruins the sensor, and or the vibration of everything just does not allow the, I'm assuming, Mike, help me out here, the boost and fill to keep up with whatever it's seeing. So
harmonics it just reads, it's false, like knock sensors, false knock or false, it just reads false. Very, very oscillative.
So we spent some time down there on that. He was happy with what it was doing based on, the few little issues we had. Even gave a couple people some rides. Kind of got the transmission hot and heated, but for the most part, that's kind of what we did this weekend or Friday night. Mike, I think you got some goodies in for your new ride.
I got some parts in, a baseline, upper and lower kit for the rear end, and I got some slicks, and what else did I get? Oh, I got my shift solenoid because it's a automatic transmission, so it needs to be automatically shifted. That's about all I got in. Oh, I got a new sticker. I got that, so pretty excited about the sticker.
Yeah, actually, if I had my stickers here, I would show them, but I'd have to go to get them. I don't know where they're at.
Yep. That I did not get it on the car. I'm going to wait till we got a 4-day weekend coming up, and I'll do all of that on the 4-day weekend in case I run into any troubles, because it's 5/8 bolts. You got to drill the brackets, for the bigger bolts, and really beef it up. So, because the car is non-adjustable, period, like nothing. So we're going to put some adjustability to it. Other than that, that's about all I got so far on the car. What about Chris? Did you get any parts in? Anything? Waiting on anything? What'd you get? What you got? Anything?
Been getting some AN fittings in.
Yeah.
About all that.
That's one step closer than you were. So
he got some AN fittings from me today too.
And I got an AN fitting from Van today. No, I got a Y from you today.
Yeah.
Front cover.
Yeah. So me and Chris, I was able to find Chris a deal on a cam driven. If you guys follow my page here, a couple months ago, I put a cam drive fuel pump system on mine, but I started it out on the 5.3 motor that I had, which everything read off the front cam sensor while I was waiting to put in my fresh my cloud engine that I'd run last season. So my cover was for a front thank you front timing cam sensor setup. So my new motor, when I put it in, I swapped plates. I didn't need the front sensor because it was a older model 6.0 block where the sensor is actually in the back of the block. But anyway, Chris was able to find, we got him a deal on one that had a non-provision for it. So we just swapped out. I got it off for him this weekend, got my new one on, so he can get more goodies to Mike so he can finish up his motor. So speaking of stickers.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of distorting it with the background.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know why it's upside down too. I don't know how to fix that. Anyway, yeah, No Time, Mean Street. We might do some limited stuff too. So, but I think we talked about that on the last episode. So
Gino Bolden.
Yeah, I ain't heard from him in a long time.
He just retired and just quit altogether.
Is he still around?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Gino Bolden. Oh shit.
Those were the good old days, the Memphis 10 days.
I thought he left when Memphis 10 retired.
Good old days. Had a lot of fun back then.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and we'll go ahead and get into this because there's some people that want to know about it and some don't. So, hang on.
Is anybody talking?
Nah, not really. I think they're just kind of watching. Gino said I was gone before then. All right, so I am going to have a no trailer race. I'm calling it a no trailer race because you will have to drive the car.
Oh, shit.
I'm not trying to rule it to death, but at the same time, there's going to be some rules. I don't really care what you think. Anybody. So this is set in stone, and there will not be any deviation from this. I don't care. These rules do not fit me only. I am going to race it. So the first rule is it must retain all the interior. What I mean by that, it has to have a dash. It has to have door panels. It has to look stockish. I don't give a shit if there's anything in the dash.
Sweet.
I don't care. Huh?
I'm good.
Chris, we're talking about this year.
I got door panels.
Thus far, you're good. But
yeah,
it has to look stockish. I don't care if there's anything in the dash. I don't care if there's anything behind the door panels. I don't care if the grab handles aren't on the door panel. It just needs to look stockish.
Does a VFM fiberglass dash work?
No, it has to be the stock style dash. No carbon fiber. No. It has to be the stock style interior.
I got you.
So you can have a back seat delete if you have a roll cage, because we know cars have the X braces and blah, blah, blah. So you can have a back seat delete as long as it's, I don't want to say presenting. I mean, it can be aluminum. I don't give a shit. I mean, as long as the rest of the car appears to be somewhat stock trim. You're still in. So you have to have 2 seats.
Still in.
You got to have 2 seats.
Well, lucky for you, you knocked me out a couple rules ago. So
you can't. There no Lexan windows. They have no Lexan windows except for
or side windows.
No Lexan at all except for pickups with roll cages. Now, if it ain't got a roll cage and you got a Lexan window, you're out. That's it. But if you have a roll cage and it's got a Lexan window, then that's okay. So the next one is going to be All-wheel drives are okay. Bring your full-wheel drive shit on. I don't care. You can have fender exit exhaust, or you can run open headers. I don't give a shit about that. So it has to be a 28-10-5 or a 275.
I bet that makes the people mad right there.
Well, I don't give a shit. So no fiberglass on the bodies except for your hood and your bumpers. I mean,
Damn it. Really?
so the side windows, be it a truck, a car, a bus, or a horse-drawn carriage, the windows, side windows, have to go up and down. No, I don't care how they go up and down. They have to go up and down. And this is a must. I don't care what you think or what anybody thinks. It's got to have a seatbelt and you've got to have a helmet. Like I don't care. That just you got to have a seatbelt and you got to have a helmet. I'm an idiot. We're doing idiot things, but I'm not going to let you in my party if you ain't got a seatbelt and a helmet.
What about an engine diaper?
I don't give a shit about that. We'll just move spots if you roll the road down.
What about
Go ahead.
working lights?
I really don't care about that either.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna make them, if we do this at night and we're gonna make them wear a seatbelt.
But I mean, I don't really foresee anybody running with no headlights at midnight. Like if they want to try that.
Have you not been on the interstate lately at night?
Well, okay, so we'll throw that in there. You must have working headlights and taillights.
I mean,
okay.
All street cars should have that. So
I mean, that was kind of my whole thought on that. Headlights and taillights. I don't care about brake lights or turn signals or anything else, as long as you got headlights and taillights.
It would help the finish line camera guy to have lights.
So the tire size is a 28?
28-10-5.
And if you multiply that by 4.
No W. Yes. Or a 275-60-15. And if it's all-wheel drive, I don't care if it's all-wheel drive. You can set on 4 28-10-5s. That's fine by me. Or you can set on 4 275s. Or you can set on 4 235s and a spare tire. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Because they're slower and shit anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah, you don't see many fast all-wheel drives. No. I agree.
Okay. That's about really kind of all of the rules that I'm going to go by. Like I said, I don't care if it has license or insurance. That's on you. I mean, I don't care. I don't care if it's got a horn. I don't care if it's got windshield wipers. None of that. The fire retardant clothing, I mean, that's on you. At least if you have a helmet and a seatbelt, then I feel like, hey, you've got a helmet and a seatbelt. Now, if the car bursts into flames, then,
that's on you.
Yeah, that's on you, So we're not, like I said, I'm not trying to rule it to death, but I'm also trying to keep it, because we are going to drive them. I mean, if you meet these rules and, we go to drive it, there's some more rules here as far as the drive and everything, which I'll get into in a minute. So, I mean, I just kind of figure that's going to play a little bit of a role in it, sort of. So here's what I've got as far as the rest of what we'll call the rules. You cannot have assistance on the cruise, and you cannot refuel on the cruise. So there will be now there's gray areas here that I believe all of you will get into. It kind of, I believe all of you will kind of see into this, but no assistance on the cruise whatsoever. That means you cannot, if you get caught being pushed by the car behind you, or there's a tow rope from the car in front of you, then neither one of you will race.
What I did back in the day, Jimmy French had this kind of deal, is I was unable on alcohol to make a complete 25, 30 mile cruise back then. So I kind of dummied a 5-gallon, like a transfer jug in the back. Does that apply? Is that okay? Is that assistant, or is that, as long as they don't stop and fill up, is that fine?
That's the gray area. I wish you wouldn't have brought it up, but if they're not
Well,
smart,
someone said, can you carry an extra gas?
so the thing is, you cannot refuel. Yes, and when there will be when we get to the race spot, there will be your gas and your generator, whatever you need to do. I mean, you'll have your stuff there. Just on the cruise, you cannot refuel.
Okay.
There will be a pace car. There will be a pace car that is going to leave 10 minutes after the last car leaves my driveway. Now, here's where, listen closely. There's going to be a pace car 10 minutes after the last car leaves my driveway. If at any time you get passed by that pace car, you're out. So you take that with a grain of salt. I said no assistance and you cannot refuel, but you have 10 minutes and that pace car will be leaving and we'll run the speed limit. If you get passed by the pace car, then you are out. Done. Okay. The money for the race will be paid at my shop before the cruise, before anything. And if you break down on the cruise or you don't make it, I don't care. You're not getting your money back. You participated in the race. You went out on the cruise, just like going out first round. So you're not getting your money back. Don't bitch and whine and cry. You're not getting your money back. Let me see what else. Once we're at the spot, then we will do our chip draw just in case someone drops out from not being able to make the cruise or anything like that. Then we'll do the chip draw there when the survivors make it. You do not have to take what, Chris?
How long is the cruise going to be?
It's just, we don't know yet. We'll figure that out when we get there. It may be 8 miles. It may be 35 miles. I'm not. That'll be disclosed at the meet spot. You do not have to take the buy run since this will be a street race. You don't have to take it, and I mean you'd be obliged to take it, but you don't have to. It's going to be a flashlight start, and there's going to be one camera at the start line with one operator, and I will not review 62 different cameras from every camera angle from China to Korea to, I'm not doing it. We're looking at one camera. If it cannot be determined, it will be a re-race. Same thing on the finish line, one camera view. And if it can't be determined, it will be a re-race. And if the screw up is on our end because the camera fell over or a helicopter come over and blew it or whatever, then it will be a re-race because we all make mistakes. And I don't care how bad if somebody messes up, we all make mistakes and it will be a rerun. So that's it. No question asked. If you jump, meaning tire crack or you red light, you lose. Pretty standard at any race. On our deal, where we're going to go, if you touch the center line, not cross, if you touch, you're out. Any part of your car. If you got a 6-foot bullhorn and your 6-foot bullhorn goes up, you're out. It's done. The first is worse, whether it be, first is worse. So finish line camera will be the bumper. Start line will be from the front tire. And we'll go over all of this at the race, but we're starting from the front tire and we're ending with the bumper at the finish line. One burnout, except for no smoke, then you can back up and get it. And that'll be the flashlight guy's determination. I mean, Van is going to run our flashlight. He knows if you get up there and it's not a good burn, he knows. He'll use his best judgment call on that. But the rule, one burnout, unless there's, no smoke, then you can back up and get another one. We will do the 2-minute wait time. If we're both up there or something, or you can't make the call, the flashlight guy, be it Van, will determine the 2-minute rule. And you have 2 minutes. Yes, you can give, if you're in the lanes ready to go and your guy can't make it and he needs 2 minutes, and he can take his 2. And if you're nice enough, you can give him your 2 for a total of 4 minutes. If you want to be that guy. If not, that's fine too. And then, like I said, a rerun in a case of a no call. whatever the situation, if it's a no call, it's a rerun. And if you don't like it, you can go home.
Right.
The money will be paid. I might have already said this. The money will be paid at the time of the arrival at the meet spot before the cruise. And then if you don't make the cruise, you don't get your money back. Tracy, my wife, is going to hold the money and pay the money. Nobody else will have the money. Nobody else will finger through it. She'll have it and she'll pay it. First round call outs are okay. And then flashlight guy has a say so. And yeah, we're not looking at we're not doing, you can record all you want. I ask you to not go live during the race just because that always creates trouble, but you can record all you want. There will be people there. I've had some guys hit me up wanting to make a YouTube video about it, which is perfectly fine because I'm okay with that. But I'm not looking at their camera. If somebody says you jump, I'm not doing it. We're going to look at the start line camera and the finish line camera. And Van is the one that's going to look at it. Van and the two occupants, the two racers, or a crew member, that'll be it. Van's call is the final say so.
Does winner take all, or is it first and second, or?
Well, we'll talk about that as well. If depending on how big the pot, how many people we get in it, we'll do a winner take all, 80-20 split. We'll pay 3 places. I mean, just whatever the racers, we'll let the racers decide that. I mean, just hell, if it's $1,000 pot, I mean, and y'all want to split it a couple ways, whatever the racers want to do. So. Yes, Yeti Monty. It'll be, you pour whatever, you can do water, you can do skinnies. It'll be whatever. It's gonna be on the street. We're not gonna prep the road, but yes, you can do a burnout in skinnies or stripper glitter or whatever. So
not
roofing
tar.
No. You and Marty keep that shit at home.
Inside joke. But don't try to come up with your own concoction that you saw someone do and thought it would work. And no.
Michael Harris wants to know, what about power adders, nitrous, turbo suit? You can have all 3 of them, Michael, and you're going to need them.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
You can have whatever you want, Michael. You can have big block, small block. It doesn't matter.
$100 buy-in.
We're probably going to do $100 buy-in. I mean, that's about a normal, even in an extreme street class nowadays. I mean, $100, it is what it is. I mean, that makes it a little bit worth your while, $100, but you're not losing the bank. I mean, we're probably going to do this. This date is not set in time yet or set in stone, but we're probably going to do it on December 9th. And I kind of hope everybody maybe starts clearing their calendars for that. I think it's the 9th. Let me look real quick. I think it's the 9th.
Is that Saturday?
December the 9th. Yes, it is on a Saturday. It right now is the plan, but it's not set in stone, but that's what I'm looking for. That's 3 weeks. That's 3 weeks away. Chris, like I said, Chris, he asked about the extra gas. I don't know if he meant carry gas on the cruise or will there be gas at the spot. What we'll do is there will be enough. We're going to make sure that we'll be able to carry everybody's gas. You can carry the gas in the car. I mean, whatever, but there will be gas and you can take your generator. It'll get there at the race spot. So if you have a generator, I personally, I'm going to have one because I like to charge my battery because I've lost a race from a car not starting before, so I mean, it's just, so yes, that stuff will be there. Let me read through some of these other comments.
Tires smaller than a 28? Sure.
Yeah, you can run smaller than a 28.
Then we will be looking at the tires. We will be making sure you got a helmet. If you pull up to the line and don't have a helmet, we're going to use your 2 minutes to figure one out or get one, or you'll forfeit the race.
Yeah, Gino, it's going to be slow-mo. I mean, probably with an iPhone. It might be an Android, depending on whatever. But yeah, it'll be a slow-mo. We're going to do the best we can do. We're not trying to cheat or
reinvent the wheel here.
Yeah. We're not trying to cheat or
Flicks
anything.
will
We
be
know what
okay.
to do.
You're right.
What'd you
You're
say?
Flicks, right?
Huh?
Flicks. I mean, you can.
Yeah, 28, 10, 5. You can run a Hoosier, a Mickey, you can run a Slick, you can run a drag rail, you can run a hard tire, whatever. Josh, I don't know if you just got it. I said December 9th is when we're trying to do it. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to work. It's just not in stone right now, but I'm thinking that's when we're going to try it.
36 minutes, Adam.
What?
Let's see.
And how long you been at this live? I think it's talking about how long been at 36 minutes.
Yeah, we've only been doing this 36 minutes our entire life.
Yep, that's it.
Is there? Is that a trick question or?
I don't know exactly what he means.
I think it says at the top, live, how many minutes,
Chris,
right?
So Chris Warning asked about how many guys usually do this. Well, here's the thing: we've been out a way, so neither one of us, none of us, me, Van, or Chris, have really had a.
It's been a few years since we
went
did one.
into small tire racing, and we've tested and did some racing, but we haven't did nothing like this in a while, simply for the fact of the cars are just too pricey to try to do something like this. And not taking this or saying anything bad, like I'm not saying we're out of anybody's realm, but the cars just got away from what's around here. Well, I got a car that's back in that, and I don't mean this bad, just in that slower street car category. And I'm like, you know what? I used to host some of these races. We used to have, pretty good little turnout, had a great time. So,
Yeah,
we'll do it. So,
yeah. And I think the last ones we did, it was more of the non-streetable cars.
Yeah.
So,
And we had what, 6
or 8.
Yeah, I can't remember that, but yes, they were the non-streetable cars. The only thing we said 28, 10, 5 tire, and just bring whatever you got. I think we had 6 or 8 cars. So I'm hoping this brings out more of, streetable style cars.
Yeah, we'll see how true street everyone is.
Yeah.
Adam
Allen, I don't know if he's making fun of us or if that was a legit question.
Hard to tell.
What did he say?
How long you guys been at this live?
I think Tracy did mention that it actually isn't up. I guess we're seeing it because we're hosting it. So
yeah, I don't think everybody can see it. Just us.
Can't see the live feed?
You can't see how many minutes we've been on it.
Oh, okay.
30 minutes, seconds, 13 seconds.
I mean, he can go back and watch it. I mean, who would want to miss this?
Right.
And we got one viewer right now on. So
one viewer on what?
I don't know.
It must be your channel. I've got 35.
6 people.
Yeah. Oh shit. must be it.
Josh Sarton. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a private group, Facebook private group chat. I was just really kind of feeling out, see if we had any interest for it. But if anybody wants to PM me or comment, I made a post on my personal Facebook the other night. If you want to comment on there, I'm going to get together a private group list for the guys that would want to race. And then we'll just, we'll go from there. So
you need to just get the people that have a car, not every person they know.
Yeah, you're not going to be.
If you got a car and you're going to race, you could be on.
No, I'm not pulling the Memphis 10 deal where there's 7,000 people in there and there's 4 race cars.
Yeah.
I don't know why that time ticker's not there. I need to try to figure out how to add that time ticker in there. I don't see anything else that looks like. Yeah, Chris, that's the VIR days basically is what we're trying to bring back. Just a fun. I mean, hell, we ain't got nothing else to do.
What about snow or rain out dates?
Well, they better get their mud tires on. No, I mean, yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, weather permitting, guys. So, I mean, if it snows or rains or, yeah, I mean, hell, we was in St. Louis. Me and Van was in St. Louis. Beginning of this year was 9 degrees outside.
I was there.
You weren't there.
I was there the time before, I guess, when it was 2.
Oh yeah, you were there. That's right. You were there.
Ridiculous cold.
Yeah, it was so cold. Van, when he got out of the car, his steam froze, just made ice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't care to race when it's that cold. It sucks, but I mean, if nobody wants to show up, I'm not going to go race
Street
myself.
car, turn your heater on.
Yeah, just turn the heat up a little bit. Oh, let me see. I have a real question. Just wondering how much I had missed. Oh, I see, Adam.
I saw that. Yeah.
I don't know why that time ticker's not there. That's kind of upsetting.
It's on for me. I can see it, but everybody else can't see it, I guess.
Huh.
Yes,
Let me see.
flashlight start.
Chris was there. Eric said it was 15 that night. Man, it felt colder than that.
Okay.
Flashlight start. Yeah, Ethan, it's a flashlight start. Yeah. And then at the finish line, I just, I'll conjure up a cone. I've got one somewhere, the old orange cone. And I've got just a light. We'll put in the orange cone. Or if y'all feel safer, we'll do 2 lights on the side of the road. Kind of have to be courteous of the finish line camera, but it'll be lit up some way or another. I mean, we'll make sure that you know where the finish line is.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I said, if my personal Facebook page, you can message me, private message me, or you can comment on that post, or I mean, if you want to get with Van or Chris, either way, we'll start up a private chat, and then we'll I'm not going to say hash out more details, but we'll get it in there so that everybody's on the same page. So
I think Yeti asked, "What's the buy-in?" It's going to be $100 right now. So
yeah,
that's
$100. I mean, and so I have something else in the works, but I only want the people that are going to race to know about it. And I'll ask I guess like a vote. If you guys don't want to do it, then we won't do it. But what'll happen there is, I'm just going to give you an example. If we have 15 cars, I'm gonna pay $1,000. Everybody, I mean, I know that's $500 over than what's there, but I'm gonna pay $1,000, and the other 500 will go to I'm going to call it security, and it'll be a legit deal. Everybody will know when the time comes if that's what they want to do. But if that don't happen and nobody wants to do it, and we got 15 cars, it'll pay $1,500, however you want to pay it. So inside
PD, keeping an eye out.
Yeah, so we have that option. It's going to require some money. I mean, not a lot, but it will require some money, and I'm not going to pay it out of my pocket. I'm sorry, but we'll just have to take some of it. We might not have to take the whole 500 out of the 15. Just we may have to take some of that money to pay for a security, or we may work something else out. I don't know. I'm just not there yet, but I'm trying to keep it as good a payout as can be. Um, I can't relate it to small tire because we wanted to win as much as we could because it costs so damn much to operate them. I mean, this car here, aside from blowing a motor up, I can race all night on 1.5 gallons of gas. So, I mean, yeah, I vote pay the help. People who don't put this on don't understand what it takes to host a race. I think all of us, Van and Chris and me and my wife and Kathy and Cindy, I mean, we're going to do it because we like it. We want to do it. I mean, yeah, we want to make money, but at the same time, I'm going to do it just to have something to do. But it's the security that we'll have to pay a little bit, if that makes sense. To give a secure place to do it, I think we're going to have to just come up with a few $100, So
Let's just say 125. Take the 25. That goes to that. According to how many cars you're going to get. I know you don't know just yet.
yeah, let's just see what the car count looks like.
Yeah.
If there's 6 cars there, then I mean, we'll just see what kind of car count we get and go from there.
Some of these folks obviously got me blocked, or I got them blocked because I just see Facebook user.
No, you've got to. We found that the other night. I have that too on certain things. So you have to link there's a whole nother link deal you have to to see all that.
Oh, no
Yeah.
big deal. He just wanted her. So this guy's asking, he's got a 17-inch wheel and he runs a 315/50/17. What are we going to do on vehicles with factory 17s, 20s, 18s, all that?
28, 10, 5, or 275, or whatever metric number equals 28 inches by 10, 5 wide. And I'll do the math. If you tell me what rim you got and what tire, I'll get on a calculator on Google and figure out what equals 28, 10, 5. And if it's bigger, then get some different tires, I guess.
Yeah, that was Adam Allen. I don't know what he has, but
yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I get it. They, like new Corvettes, they're fiberglass, so they fit the rules because they're factory body. And I mean, I got to let that slide. I don't know what's a 28, 10, 5 and a 17-inch wheel, but the tire is 28, 10, 5, 15, 16, 17, 20, whatever.
Right.
It has to be a 28-inch tire. Yeah.
Are you going by width and height?
Yep. Whatever. Yep. 28, 10, 5. Did you say if the cars must have current license? No, they don't have. I mean, I don't care if you have license plates or insurance or any of that stuff. I mean, I don't care. I mean, because if you get caught, that's on you. And if we wrecked, or I mean, I don't think that's just whatever. No, it don't have to have license and insurance. I mean, not going to make it past a DOT inspection to come race because, like I said, fender exits are okay with me. Open headers are okay. I mean, that takes away from the street car aspect, but damn, I've ran around forever in my old Nova with 36-inch pipe off the header and like, here we go. Drove it everywhere. Loud as hell. It sucked, but I mean, it's illegal street racing. I'm not going to pass a DOT inspection.
It looks like a 275/50/17 is 27.8 diameter, 10.8 width. Relatively close.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to penny pinch points and stuff.
If that's the closest, know what I'm saying. I'm okay with a few points because
275/60 is going to get you a little bit more height, same width, and then you probably jump up to a 295 then.
Yeah,
that's gonna just be totally too tall.
So. Yeah. That's really the only. That is one of the rules that I'm pretty dead set on is the tire. It's just I've always hell at one time when we raced at Randall's, I didn't have any rules other than the tire.
Well, technology, traction control, a lot of things hadn't advanced. It was kind of old school then, So
yeah.
Here you got sick and hugged my heater vent all night while I had done the race.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I don't remember that.
I did. Middle of the race, I got sick as hell, and Chris said, Chris didn't even want to he didn't want to do nothing with the race. He's like, I don't even want to be here. In my own home, I don't want to be here. And I'm like, Chris, I'm sick. I'm sick. Yeah.
No, Eric, I just simply used an online calculator.
What'd he say?
He's got my name wrong. It's Mr. Vane.
Oh God. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about that tonight, the race. I've had quite a few people message me. I haven't really told any rules or anything yet because I wasn't sure on what I wanted to see on rules. And I didn't ask 3 or 4 different people about rules. I made them myself so that there's any bitching, then there's only one man to be accountable, and that's me. So you can't go to Van or Chris. You're not going to go to our wives or anybody else that's helping and be like, I don't fucking like this, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? Come talk to me about it, and I'll tell you to drive back home. I mean, that way it keeps everybody, just me. I take the responsibility of the rules, So, yeah, we did. Well, for one, when you get 2 or 3 different, Chris and I have very different opinions on certain rules. Chris thinks his car's a street car, and I think it's a needs to belong in the Smithsonian. It's so old.
Oh, God.
But we just
That's
have
for
different
sure.
opinions. So instead of having two guys, me and Chris arguing for 3 or 4 days about what the difference is, do we got to have windshield wipers? Yes, no, yes, no. I just made the rules, and then that's it.
Do you have to have wipers?
No, you don't have to have
Oh,
one.
okay, gotcha.
Yes, you can trailer it to
Yeah,
Falls.
yeah, Mark. Yes, sir. So what we're going to do? I'm sorry, I might have should have said that. So yeah, we'll trailer the cars, or you can drive it. You can, but we'll trailer the cars to my shop, and we'll unload there, get everything ready, and like I said, we're going to have a couple of pace cars. Everybody can, if you've got extra gas or you've got a generator, and to be honest with you, I've got a couple of generators I planned on taking, and everybody can plug into them if it's even needed. But yeah, you unload at my shop, your truck and trailer will be under lock and key, and it'll be safe. And then we're going to leave from my shop to the race spot. So, and then we're not, the thing is, we may drive 35, 50 miles. I don't know yet, just whatever we decide. We may drive a good distance, but we're not going to be so far away that we won't be able to get your truck and trailer. If you break down, we will get you to your truck and trailer to get your car on the trailer if you break down. I mean, I won't be able to make it with the tire rule. No big deal at all. I would just been $100 donation anyways. Man, I mean, I'm sorry.
Anything can happen. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
I'm sorry, but it's the tire, because if I fudge and let you in, like I mean, I'm letting 4-wheel drives in, and I hope Greg does do something, but I know he's got 295s on all four corners. 28s, man, I don't care if it's all-wheel drive or if it's 17s or even if it's 20s. I mean, I don't care about that, but the tire, because for one, if you do try to, and I don't mean this wrong or bad, but if you do any kind of a legit, I shouldn't say street racing. I don't mean that. I can't really think of the word I'm looking for, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is any of this style of racing, the tire is 28, 275. No matter where you go, that's just a standard tire, 28, 10, 5, no W, 275. Am I wrong? I mean, that's, extreme street. They run it's the tire rule in that class, or the true street. That's the rule in their class. I mean, so I have to, I have
I
to
think
stick.
the only thing there's exceptions on the size is the new hard tire class, but then you're talking about a tire with actual tread wear.
Yeah.
So that kind of deems the kind of power that you can make on it. So right now, it's not limited to a size. So
Yeah. Yeah. Just a treadwear or whatever they call that.
yeah, 220 minimum or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But other than that, that's all I've got on the race. When we'll follow up with it. The people that want to, they'll, we'll follow up with it. I think it's going to be fun. I mean, like I said, this be a good time. Maybe somebody go home with a little change in their pocket. Hopefully, it's me. I need it.
yeah. What else?
I don't
Anything?
know. What else you got, Chris? Anything?
I'm out. I can't race anyway.
Well, yeah, you can't race even if you did have a car.
Oh, that too. I'll donate.
You got that old black Camaro of your brother's, the Tune Port.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
Yes.
Yep. I got the wife's caddy.
Yeah.
I know. Mike.
Don't think I won't put some tires on that. Take some money.
Yeah. I forgot about the caddy.
I was just asking a question.
There are some places that make an exception for 17-inch wheel and bigger. I just asking the question. I'm not one to argue. So what are they? So Adam, let me ask you this. So what if they make an exception for 17-inch wheel, then what's the tire size? And then on that same token, what is the original rule on tire size? Is it 28, 10, 5, but they make an exception on a 17-inch wheel? Because, I mean, if that's the case, that sounds redundant, then I'm going to buy a 17-inch wheel where I can run a 29-inch tall tire by 12 inches wide. Or you see what I'm saying? So I need to know the whole deal there. Why do they make an exception just because it's a 17-inch wheel?
And or do they make the same exception for a 20 or an 18 or
Right.
16? We don't know. So
yeah, Chris Morning, there'll be some absolutely. There's side betting. I mean, there always has been. You know, I mean, there always has been.
as long as it don't turn into any drama.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want that stuff. I mean, sometimes it's inevitable, but we're not about that. Like I said, that's why one camera at the start, one camera at the finish, and one man has to say so. You know, I mean, that's just it. And if that's it, then it is what it is. Michael Hinton.
Boy,
Hi.
blast from the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see if he comes up with anything with that rule deal. I'm curious myself.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious on that. I mean,
and he's got, you got 3 weeks to do, but if you don't feel like you were going to be a competitor anyway, then I guess it's irrelevant.
Yeah, so, I wouldn't spend the time just to do tires.
But anything could happen on the street.
And we may do more of these. I mean, I used to do a whole bunch of them, or try to do a couple of winter, because in the wintertime you're just bored sitting around. But that's my rules. Yes, Tracy, it will be a virgin road, and I can tell you it's going to be asphalt. So there is that. We won't be doing it on concrete because, for one, there's nowhere around here that has concrete that's established enough to be able to race like that. So, and we will do virgin. We will do virgin.
What exactly, for the people that don't know, what do they mean by virgin road?
Well, so we will start somewhere that has not had a burnout mark. There's going to be a start line and a finish line. Then there'll be a burnout line where you have a tolerable allowance before the starting line to do your burnout. And we're going to start where there has never been black marks. There have been nobody did a burnout in that spot before. Yeah, more or less. I think less sidewall is argument people make, but I'm honestly not trying to get you guys to do what you didn't originally plan. I just mean I don't fit the rules.
But we're glad to have you come out if you want to do some grudge racing or whatever. We can accommodate that. And then it's up to the person that racing you if they have a problem with your tire or not. But we definitely like to have you out there for sure. So,
Eric Kennedy says, Michael Coleman, you got a few weeks to get ready.
Who's that?
Michael Coleman has had a few years to get ready, and he still ain't ready.
Oh.
Lonnie, whoa, unheard races and virgins.
Oh.
My type of party.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Barry, if donuts, if that's considered virgin or not in your road, but I mean.
Right.
Michael Hinton. Well, I would think that, first of all, having a Chevy Camaro, I'd look at maybe swapping it in for a Mustang. Definitely LS for sure, and a lot of nitrous. That's where I'd start.
Boatload.
Yeah.
But
Chris knows about nitrous. There ain't enough. He couldn't put enough in that big block to even run what a stock 5.3 with a Truck Norris cam run on less than 20 pounds of boost.
Whoa.
I didn't want to bring it up, but while you're here.
Mike's gone. What happened to all this? What is going on?
He might have got cut off at 59 minutes. Oh, there he is. He didn't have the updated version.
Right. Bring up over at Harrisburg when me and Mike ran.
I liked it
for the win over there when you was watching.
Wait, what?
Me and Foster ran for the win over at Harrisburg when you was watching.
I must have took off to help you guys.
You must have lost. and didn't make it to the finals with me and Mike.
Well, there's no one saying that there's no possibility that you're going to lose. I'm just saying, time for time and cubic inch versus cubic inch, you're wasting your time with a big block Chevy.
Unless you can make it hook.
No, it don't matter.
Lonnie,
Yeah.
we're going to try to do this on December 9th. That's not in stone, but that's what we're looking for. But it's not small tire oriented. It's more street car oriented, and my old car won't be there. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be more street carish. We're going to have a
I don't think Stephen Little classifies this, Lonnie, for street cars. So you can tag your best friends, but I don't think they're gonna make this race.
Mitch,
show them the ring. Show them the ring.
Yes, I got the ring right here.
Oh my God!
Look, Chris, get a good look. Get a good look at that ring.
That looks like the Green Goblin ring.
I don't care what it looks like. I won that sumbitch. Beat your ass for it.
Because I didn't want that ring. It's so ugly.
That's true.
That's your fault.
I could have won, but I was like, I don't even want that ring. I'm just going to let you win.
See, I can't. So here's somebody. It's Facebook user asked if it was evening or night race.
I think it's a spy bots.
It's a robot. So what? It's going to be. We're going to meet up in the evening, depending on how many people. If there's 44 cars, we're probably going to try to start a little bit earlier. But
is there even 44 street cars around anymore?
Well, I mean, if I pay my entry fee 10 times, that might. So, but we're gonna.
Oh boy!
This will depend on where we race at. I'll just say that depends on where we race. That's what that's going to determine.
I say the best show up and don't have a curfew. Plan on being there all night.
Yeah, the race is going to get off no matter where whatever it's going to get off.
Right.
Tony Yeager made that big block work.
Yeah, he did.
TJ said he can't drive his that far.
Well, you're out.
Dang it.
He might as well cut everything out of it and try to run 430s in small tire.
Whew. You hear that, TJ?
Good luck with that.
Who is this Facebook user that says Streetcar LS Mustang is what I have?
I don't know. You said you got all the fancy software to figure it out.
Well, this one isn't showing up, though, for some reason. They must be, I don't know whose friend or I don't know who it is. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, well, Streetcar LS Mustang is what I have. Bring that shit.
Yeah.
Lance
Clark. Okay.
Who?
Lance Clark.
Who?
Jesus.
Oh, hey, Lance Clark. Let me creep his Facebook.
It'll be a good time. I won't let it not be a good time. It'll be a good time. I mean, there'll be some good racing. There, I'm not going to try to let anybody slip in there that's a ringer. I mean, if they do, they do. Tony Yeager, you're late. What's this about? This is about that time that we gave you that get well card when we was down in Memphis.
Oh, shit. I had a memory come up the other day.
You know what I'm talking about. Don't bring up my grandpa's $20 either.
You're friends with this guy, so.
Who?
Lance Clark.
Yeah, but he must be watching on YouTube or something. I don't know why it don't show his name.
I don't know. Looks like he's got a fancy LS motor. Got one thing going for him. Good.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. There's a whole big comment here. Lonnie said can probably get y'all a few just there fitting the rules. Just like if it rule wise. Here is if folks drive it and don't load it and the tire size, they get put through the ringer sometimes. 30, 45 minutes drive to the spot. I just had a slight stroke reading that, Lonnie.
Where is he from? Alabama?
Texas.
Oh, he's from Memphis?
Texas.
Oh, That explains it.
I mean, Lonnie, we'd love to have whoever wants to come. Like I said, I mean, if as long as they fit the rules, I'm not going to turn nobody away. You know,
Yeah, but don't haul away up here with the Kraken car and say, "Oh, we can drive on the street," and say it's a street car. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's
No.
got to drive. It's going to have to drive. You know, I mean, so. But yeah, if it fits the rules, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to discriminate because it. You know, I mean, as long as it fits the rules, it is what it is.
But if they want to drive up for $1,000, bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring your car. I'll run you, Lonnie, on the street.
Oh boy.
Grudge racing already.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a pretty ass 4-eyed car. I mean, I like it. I'm partial to a 4-eyed car though. I just like that front end. So anyways, I mean, like I said, I hate to say go back and watch the live feed, but if there's any questions, just message me. I'll do my best to answer the questions, you know. So Michael Norton, what are the rules? Man.
Start watching the beginning and it starts to tell you all of it.
Instead of reading them all again, man, I just go back and I think it was 17 minutes into the live feed or something like that's when I started talking about them. Or it wasn't very long, but I do tell all the rules, you know, and we will go over them again. Just then this will be a 2.5 hour long live feed if I do it again, you know. It's Tony Yeager. It's going to be up this way. It's going to be streetcarish race. So,
I don't know what happened.
Huh?
I don't know what happened, but I lost you all at 1:06.
Yeah, December 9th. So that's not set in stone. It probably will be. Just let me make sure I got all my ducks in a row. And then this week we'll have a final. This week, I don't know what day this week, but this week I will have a hard set date, and it's probably going to be December 9th. So, but that's really about all I've got. Gregory Adams, I'm on 29.5s, and you better find some 28s. I don't care if it's all-wheel drive. It just has to be on 28s, buddy. So, are y'all froze up?
Can you hear me?
I'm not.
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're froze up.
Yeah, it totally blanked out on me a while ago, and I tried to refresh it, and now I'm just froze up. Oh, PRI. Oh, that's gay. Oh, sorry. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, just like I said, Mike Stuckey. I mean, I'll be more than happy to add you, if I don't forget. So, I mean, just hit me up because I'm already getting blowed up about it. Just hit me up that way I can go back and I can go back and add you. What are you doing at PRI, Greg? They're 17s. Don't be scared. I mean, the rule's 28s. Don't be dumb and put 29.5s on 17s.
Van's gone.
Van's gone. Oh, no, I better wait a minute. I got to add him back in here.
There he is.
There he is.
I'm still froze up.
You're still ugly as hell.
You want me to come
Do
get
what?
that for you?
Okay, Mark. Yeah, just like I said, Mark, it's gonna be a good time. Hit me up. We'll see how many people we got. I think we're already at about 12 or 13 people that's like, yeah, I want in. Just let me know. So, I mean, I think it'll be a pretty good race thus far. So, Greg, I don't need to be fast. As long as I'm faster than you, that's all that matters. Can you drive that old car, Brian, out of the driveway?
Hey, I got some text messages coming in. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you.
I don't know why it's froze up, but I got a guy possibly wanting to bring a food truck. I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah.
We just have to I'll
That's
have to
another
see how that
question.
works out.
The parking. Do we know how much parking we're going to have?
Oh, we got a lot. We got a ton of parking. Yeah, we got a lot of parking.
Yeah, I mean, just let people know that we will have good parking.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, at my shop, we'll have to keep organized, which we have across the street. We've got tons of parking. Just the trucks and trailers will have to keep a little organized. But as far as the race spots, we'll have tons of parking. So, Greg Adam, low bar you've set for yourself. Well, at least it's a bar, damn it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm about done here. Like I said, I'd love to go over all of it again, but like I said, we'll have a 2.5 hour long live feed. So just get with Van or Chris or myself if we're not friends, and we can just get in the right direction, and we'll get a group, we'll get a private chat together so everybody's on the same page. That's how we'll communicate, and I'll drop a location there and all that jazz, and we can get a little better head count. So
Let them know it's got 28 10.5s
let it know.
on the food truck. 28 10.5s.
Oh, the food truck's even got 28 10.5s on it.
Yeah, yeah. So it'd give Greg someone to race.
Oh, somebody said, what size tires does the food truck have? I don't think they meant to race. I think they meant to feed us.
You never know what kind of folks are on here.
Lonnie, just get with me, man. Like I said, if you're going to make a haul that way, I'll definitely want pictures of the cars before you come up here on certain parts of the rules.
I think this is real streetcar shit, not
yeah. Because if you
not
come
a
up
crack
here,
car.
man, and
Looking
if you come up here and there's one question about a rule, or like, man, you're going back to Texas, and I don't care.
Yeah, and I don't care to send you back to Texas.
Oh dear God.
Oh,
I'm just saying, if you do have a couple that want to come up, man, absolutely. The more the merrier. I will just want some pictures of certain things to make sure. And when they get here, we'll want to inspect them too. And then, yeah, hell, fuck, y'all race all night long with us. I don't care.
So Greg said, fuck that food truck. Well, Greg's about like me. He ain't missed a meal.
No,
you know
not
what I mean?
me. Not
you
me.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
His hat barely fits on his head like mine.
Yeah. All right, guys, I got to get off here. So y'all got anything else we were supposed to talk about that we didn't, or?
Crickets.
Breaking out the Camaro though.
Get it. Get it.
Which one?
The Z28.
Well, that'd be better than what it's doing now, sitting there catching crickets and spider webs.
I can assure you where we're racing at, it's not going to be the fastest car. You know, it's not going to be the fastest car wins it.
TJ called me a buckethead.
Boy, he did, didn't he?
I don't even know what that is.
He ain't lying.
That's true. If I wasn't froze up right now, I'd do a double bicep pose.
Oh boy, let me see. If I can fix that.
Yeah, you fixed it all right. Perfect.
Hey, shut your mouth.
No, don't fix it.
No.
What is wrong with this thing?
I don't know. It's that old iPhone.
Hey, you come tune your phone for you, Van?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He gone.
He got off. He done left.
He's done.
He's mad.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to get off here. Chris Van's popping in and out, trying to get it to unfreeze. And
at his phone. It's like he's trying to work on his car, make it fast. He's back.
Yeah, it's still not working.
Yeah.
I'm selling this phone.
No big deal. I'm about done anyways. Unless you two want to stand here and talk, I'm gonna.
No, shit. It's past my bedtime.
Oh, it's so past your bedtime right now. I don't even know what you're doing up.
Well, I don't know. I think it's telling me that it's time to go to bed.
All right, guys, I'm off of here.
Well, we'll have so we're going to try to do, in case if anybody's wondering, we're going to try to do this every Sunday night.
Sunday night, whatever you want to call it, shenanigans.
Yeah, live with the 573 boys. We may not have nothing to talk about. We may have something to talk about. You can't never tell. And then again, we may not even have it if something comes up. But we're going to try. So, I mean, stay tuned and like our channel, subscribe, and all that other jazz that you
Absolutely.
do. Idiot. Both pages. Chris don't have a page. Chris does have a page, but it's stale.
Yeah.
He don't even get on there himself.
Liberty Bell or YouTube, whatever you want to like and share. We
Liberty
appreciate
Bell,
it.
Facebook and YouTube, and
And feel free to put your own pages up, and we'll be glad to share them as well.
yeah. And if you think you want to go live on here one night and chit chat with us, just let us know. We'll get you on here.
Absolutely.
We'll make fun of you with the best of them.
100%. If you got a, what did he say? What kind of head did I have?
Bucket head.
Yeah, bucket head and all.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting off here.
All right. I'll just later.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
bye.